Well, you may have seen this weekend's forecast with the mention of snow. That's why everybody's buying eggs and milk and bread at the grocery store. So what does it all mean? How much snow are we going to get? It's time to ask your favorite meteorologist, Kevin Lighty, all those questions.
Snow!
Your word, not mine.
Bread and milk!
Everybody seems to need to make French toast when snow's coming.
We all know that the reason is because I totally get a kickback from all the grocery stores when I talk about snow.
I knew I had the wrong gig.
No, this is not true. This is not true.
All right, so one, are we going to get some snow this weekend? And two, like what? How much? How bad is it going to be?
Yeah. So snow's coming in, it looks like, and we haven't had much here. It's crazy. You have to think back. We had like a bunch of snow in November.
Yep.
And then we didn't really catch much after that.
Nope.
And so now we're heading into the second week of January, and we may finally actually get some snow. So I'll show you a few graphics here of some snow that's going to come in here. So the kind of the timing of this thing looks like very late Friday night, mainly Saturday morning. So that may be the worst travel time for you if you have to be out and about, is going to be Saturday morning. But there's still a lot to be determined by this system. But that's just kind of a breakdown of some of the timing. You talked about the bread and milk.
Yep.
We have Kevin's snow meter that has the stock up on the bread and milk meter
on the red level, sure.
Okay, the red level. We're not. I haven't gone that crazy yet. We're almost to buy a shovel, but we're not quite there yet. So hang in there.
Okay. So we're in the tricky commute level.
Yeah, we're tricky commute level here, but as more data comes in, we may have to change that up a little bit. Here, take a look at this. Now, I don't want you to get stuck on these numbers here, but it's a little bit more of weather forecasting 101. We have 4 different models that we look at a lot of times for snow, for anything. And our job is to figure out, hey, which model's telling the truth? The RPM right now, there's nothing there because it's a more short-term model, so we're not even in the time frame of it to actually pick up data yet. Then you've got the European model. It shows like 7 inches for us. You look at the GFS model, it's like 3.5. You look at what we call the NAM model, it's 5.5. So we've got these different models. They output these different numbers. They, and then it's our job to figure out, well, which one's telling the truth.
You just don't add the 3 together, divide by 3, and call it even?
Sometimes that is a way to
that has happened, I'm sure.
Well, when it's just kind of like out there and crazy like that. But here's the thing: we are still. It's Wednesday afternoon. The snow's literally just, the system itself is just coming on shore right now. So it's just getting what we call sampled into the upper air network. So basically there's hundreds of weather balloons that gets launched every day across the United States, and it samples the data, and then that data goes into those models. So that's then what allows us to figure out, hey, what's going on? Well,
wait, back up. There are literally people putting balloons in the air every day?
Balloons in the air every day.
Did not know this.
Yeah.
It's like that movie Up.
Yeah, there you go.
Kind of.
Yeah, kind of. Except really more expensive and yeah,
that's right.
But they put these balloons up, and it tells us this data. It gives the air temperature, thousands of feet up, the pressure and dew point and everything. And so then that goes into these weather models. Well, the last several days, that system hasn't even been on shore. So it's kind of taking a real good guess. The sampling is a few, but now once it makes it on land and you're putting these balloons up, then you get so much more data, and the models get better. So here's what I think. I think there's a really good chance we get 2 to 4 inches of snow. I think that's a very likely scenario for us. Now, could that 4 to 6 happen? Yeah, it's still a possibility here. But for now, I'm just going to tell you, this is what we know. Travel will be impacted the most on Saturday. Lingering effects into Sunday. By Monday, you should be able to clear this up. But that's what you should know for right now. And as that data comes in better, then we'll nail it down.
Tricky commute. Might need to buy a shovel.
Maybe need a shovel.
And bread and milk and eggs.
That may be coming.
Okay.
Keep checking, because if that one model is 7 inches verified, maybe the bread and milk is needed.
Well, if you have questions for Mr. Kevin, you can post it on his Facebook page.
By the way, it smells really good in here.
It really does. We'll tell you why here shortly.
Yeah,
Hey, Lighty at WCIA.com.